Y'all ain't no trouble.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Silence.
Just twiddle my thumbs until I see my face pop up.
Oh, no,
He punched something. I saw him over there. He punched his computer. Damn near cracked.
Let me hear. Whitmer for president group.
For president?
Yeah. Whitmer about to run for president. Watch what I'm talking. She about to do that some type of girl power stuff.
Morning.
Morning, everyone. Good afternoon, Trevor.
It's our world. Other motherfuckers just living in our.
It's our world. This is our world. Y'all heard it.
So it says coffee time. We need something a little bit stronger for some of the bullshit today. All right.
And you got 3 of them too. What's those energy drinks?
Yeah.
Lord, you about to be tripping today.
I'm already tripping.
Oh, well,
I ain't sleep, and then the news, and then the boil, and then the school board. Oh, fucking Christ, I feel sorry for Clack.
It's like a 3-ring circus.
Well, we already know they got an elephant on council.
we gonna get censored for body shaming. Well,
I was talking about Republicans. I don't know what you're going on about.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the donkeys and the elephants.
Yeah.
The donkeys and the elephants. That's what we got.
Yeah.
Right.
See, this is how we avoid this shit.
Yeah.
Anywho. Mr. Tay, that is your opinion, and I respect that. I will not tell you no different.
What?
I ain't gonna say that because someone's gonna clip it and send it to her. And look, I don't need my Christmases more fucked up. All right.
Tay, we going all of them. We got 3 of them that we like.
Look,
2.5.
I wouldn't mind just upgrading the entire fucking thing.
I don't.
No incumbents.
We don't need
None.
I don't understand why we have. So look, everything else shrinks with the city, right? Like they did the whole redistricting.
Yep.
Because of population, and they talk about we need a whole new water structure, blah blah blah, because of the population. So we don't need 9 council people because of the population. I feel like we could do about 5 council people. That'd be enough. Give us a good 5.
No.
You don't think so?
That makes it way too easy to rig. More people means that they have to pay more money. If you're going to cheat, or if you're going to do some corrupt bullshit, I hope you go fucking broke. Give me 20 people there. 21.
21 council people? Are you crazy? We can't even get 9 to get along. We can't even get a parliamentarian
that would be
to come here
fine
and say anything.
That'd be fine. Let them go in the parking lot and duke it out after. I gives a fuck.
Oh,
we can sell tickets, make some money for the city. Fuck's given or nil.
Oh.
Yeah, we're in that mood today.
This is not a child show.
Yeah, no. If you, for whatever reason, have children anywhere near around me in this mood, excuse your children and keep watching.
You have to turn to my PG watered down platform for no cursing.
All right. Well, yeah, Trevor ain't slept neither. I watched. All right. First off, let's start off with my day. Right. I almost get in a car accident because I ain't slept because I watched that school board meeting. The last 40 minutes of it just. Jesus help me.
Oh, I want to watch the school board meeting.
But I almost got in a car accident. I haven't slept. I get to a store. I think, all right, you know what? While I'm here, I need to get some Red Bull. Maybe get some 9mm. Pick up some lumber. Uh-huh. And the nice lady at the front counter tells me, "Sir, this is a Speedway. We don't sell ammunition or lumber." Oh. I mean, you want to know what good customer service would be?
What?
If she changed the store and got me the damn 9mm ammo and the lumber. That'd be great. I'm in a bitchy mood.
I see. He just all over the place.
And then we're late because Jeffrey, the intern, Dumb motherfucker. He was supposed to be here and open the goddamn door for me because I still ain't got a key.
Jeffrey the intern.
Yeah, his mom couldn't give him a ride.
Jeffrey gonna whoop your ass.
Man, fuck Jeff. Shove a steel-toe boot so far up his ass, his tonsils gonna feel it.
Oh Lord.
He tried
Jesus.
hitchhiking to get up here, and now he's in Quebec trying to learn French.
Oh my. Oh.
Mickey,
Clutching my pearls.
fail him.
Mm.
Give him an F on this internship. Fuck that kid.
Oh my.
All right.
Well.
Look, you
I
walk
know,
in, you give me like 2 sentences of we're under a water boil advisory, and you get my blood pressure spiking.
I was just letting you know that the city of Flint is under a boil water advisory. Now, I've received many calls asking me about that, so I figured that we could talk about that for a second. My mother called this morning with this. She was just tripping. This was like at 9 something this morning. My damn water, and it's not coming out right. And I'm sitting there like it's Flint water. I mean, hell, what you want me to do? But I'm listening. This mama, you gotta listen. And is something wrong with the water? Yes, we know that, but I'm still not saying nothing. And then so I go over my girlfriend's house this morning, and I cut on her water in the bathroom, and I was like, Janae, what's wrong with your damn water? It was like coming out just like a little trickle. And she was like, what? She was like, I paid my damn water bill. I was like, no, I said, it's like something wrong with this water. And then I seen that it was a boil water advisory. It popped up on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I went to the store. And I seen Councilman Mays. I said, Councilman Mays, would you like to give a statement as the first ward councilman about the boil water advisory? And he looked at me like, don't start no shit today, Winters. And
he does know I'm on today, right?
I'm sure he does. Let me say.
So shit's been started.
Okay, but I told him, I was like, no, I said, for real. He was like, who said that? I said, it's on TV 12. It came up on my screen. And he said, what? I said, yeah, it's a boil water advisory out. And he said, I didn't know about that. And so I thought, and he got pissed, and he walked, and he drove off. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I just told Councilman Mays that it was a boil water advisory. Hey, everybody that's talking. I told Councilman Mays that it was a boil water advisory. And then
shouldn't he be like one of the first to know?
And then the other week I had asked Tanya a question about the rules. They was having that rules meeting attached to the
trying to make council in before 10.
And she said, what are you talking about? I said, yeah, it's a rules meeting before the council meeting. And she said, where? And I put it on Facebook, and I said, Tanya, this is literally the second thing that I've told you that she had no idea, and I posted it on Facebook. Mays had no idea about this boil water advisory. So what do you think?
Man, look, with all the work that's been done to our pipes around here under the previous administration, because the golf caddy only knows how to play golf apparently, and to make up degrees.
Tony said they don't have water at his place of employment currently.
I'm going to have to get with you on that one, buddy, and ask why. But so golf caddy hasn't done anything with the pipes. We've talked about that at length. All the work that we have put into our pipes, ripping up Miller fucking Road to unfuck some pipes, and we're still having mains break. This is ridiculous. No wonder the rest of the country, whenever I introduce myself to someone like a tournament opponent for my Warhammer games, they go, oh yeah, man, where you live? I live in Flint. I'm sorry. The first fucking words that come out of their mouth every fucking time. And then when they do go to look up Flint, they don't even type in water crisis anymore. And what pops up? City council.
Yeah.
And the shenanigans going on there.
Yeah.
I'm getting so goddamn tired of the embarrassment running around this city. And it isn't just in city council. No, we've got the school board.
Yeah.
We've got our floundering infrastructure. We've got high-ass water rates. When our water rates per household here cost more than living in a goddamn desert, there might be a fucking issue. Maybe we should stop paying the KWA board because they're the ones that got us in this mess in the first fucking place.
No, I would say a mayor did because he switched to the KWA. That was on his agenda, and he told, "Nope." I repeat, Arthur Woodson, tag him, call him, shoot him a text.
Appreciate him.
He was there on the campaign trail with us, Tanya Burns, or any of the people that's still around him. He mentioned no plans about that KWA to us when we.
Well, how else is he going to get supplemental income? I mean, how do you expect a man and his wife and how old is this kid? Like college?
I think they should be college graduates.
Yeah, how's he supposed to put, support himself, his wife, and put his 2 kids through college on only $125,000 a year? I mean, good God. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll say $203,000 a year because his wife's side gig.
Oh yeah.
It's an elected position, but it's a side gig.
Yeah.
No, the man needs supplemental income. Keep getting paid off of that KWA board. Hey, there's the man, Mr. Clack. I am so fucking sorry for what you had to go through with that school board.
Oh,
boss.
I was still trying to watch the end of that because it looked like I want to go to the next school
You're
board
drinking
meeting.
the wrong shit to watch that.
Yeah.
The coffee looked like the school board was lit, baby. Joyce Ellis McNeil, I will never call her doctor because I don't know half the time I don't know the shit she's saying.
I'm not going to disrespect her on that, but we got them selective what they hear.
Them selective hearing folks on the school
I
board.
couldn't believe it, but these are Christians.
What happened? Now y'all fill me in.
Lord told, what did she say?
All right.
It was bullshit.
Fill me in.
Yeah, and Mr. Clack almost ejected her ass like a fighter plane.
Wait a minute. Okay, so start from the beginning. Right. So what happened? Why did Lord say
this all goes back to the personal grudges, the boo-booed feeling. Someone needs to fill out an ass hurt report, right?
Okay.
About way back when that had eventually escalated into the fight at the school board.
Okay.
So the lady who got her ass beat, the lady who got her ass beat.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too, Kevin. Yep.
Had the school board cover her court charges or court fees. They say because everything that happened was in the line of her duty to the school board.
Okay, so the alleged altercation, because I personally can't see Queen Dr. Danielle Green putting a finger on anybody. So the alleged altercation that happened, you mean to tell me they both on the same board, but the board was just going to pay for Laura's fees?
We're going even deeper.
Okay. Keep
right now.
I had to get that part first.
Right now, you're in the shallows, right?
Okay.
So, Dr. Green also had a vote or the school board also had a vote to cover Dr. Green's court fees.
Okay.
So cover both court fees.
Right, I'm sure that would have been a problem.
That was the problem.
What you mean it was a problem?
God, there was so much shouting and yelling, and that was an illegal vote, and you need to disclose any sort of, what is it? Conflicts of interest, either supposed or real. And I'm sitting there going,
but it was okay for them to pay for Laura's. This was at the same meeting. They voted this at the same meeting, and they said yes to Laura.
This was with the previous council, and now they're trying to get it overturned now. And Mr. Clack, Lord help him, that man has got so much patience. I would have flipped that table and told them all to get the fuck out.
Okay, so wait a minute. So
they
said they was gonna pay for Laura's shit along a minute ago. So then they had a vote this week for Danielle stuff.
This was previous. Vote on Danielle stuff was also previous. Now they're just arguing about it because they're about to cut the check to reimburse her for her court fees.
So somebody said, make sure we pay. I mean, it had to come up. How did it come up this week?
Because they were arguing over whether they should cut her the check, even though the last board voted on it. And then they're arguing whether it should be pushed back or not. Whether it could be cut this Friday. Cut today.
Okay, so Danielle should be getting her money. And so Laura and Joyce is mad because Danielle about to get her legal fees paid. Why? What's that got to do with them? I mean,
Like I said, there
when
needs to be
you
a
see
butthurt feeling
when you
support
see
there.
David Layton, prosecutor, I like him, and I said what I said. When you see prosecutor David Layton sitting on TV and he says, I have read the records, and basically he said she didn't get her ass whooped like she said she did. Okay, that's what he said, because he said, I find nothing to charge her with. Mm-hmm. They had a meeting that same night. She said she had a concussion and she was dragged and all of this type of stuff, but she came to the meeting. Now, first of all, I'm thinking if you were that bad, and I'm not a doctor, so this is my opinion, that maybe the hospital would have kept you for 24-hour observation.
You see, I like how you got compassionate with it and start thinking about her health. I start thinking about, would her votes even be worth anything? Would they even be valid if she's concussed and in an altered state of mind?
Right, because she wanted to get everything overturned from when Danielle, Dr. Green, put some respect on her name, when she was treasurer. So yeah, it looked like everything should have been that she tried to do that night would have been voided out because she wasn't in the right frame of mind too. I agree with you, Trevor. You own something there, baby.
I'm just saying, if she was that badly concussed, then it would almost be like trying to vote while drunk.
Right, because she said, the doctor said that she had a concussion and she had all of that right, makeup under her eyes, and I tried to make hair for the meeting and stuff. So yeah, you're right. She shouldn't have. She was concussed. Yep. That's our new word for the day. Concussed, and she shouldn't have been there. So Danielle should get her ass for being at the meeting concussed.
That's the point I want to make. When it came to the cussing, because I know if Joyce go back and watch it, somebody.
Wait a minute. So who cussed last night, Mickey?
He was about to tell us.
Okay. Y'all know I'm tripping up because I be wanting to see it.
Because Laura said, bullshit.
No, she said, this is bullshit.
She said, this is bullshit.
And then Joyce
they put her out the meeting like they did Eric Mays.
No. If you let me
so,
okay.
Hear. But Joyce, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear that. That's what I'm saying. But these the same people, if they catch a kid lying,
they bust their ass.
Right.
Well, where Joyce sit at? Do she sit by Laura?
Yeah.
So let me get back to the star of the story here. And I do mean the hero, because Mr. Clack is sitting there trying to hold, just order.
Did he give her a warning?
Oh yeah. He said, all right, that is your first warning. Keep trying.
Okay.
But here's the thing. He was trying his damnedest to keep them on point, try to keep the chaos reined in. They're all talking over each other, yelling at each other. No one's listening. No one's stopping talking. Everyone has to get their 3 cents out at the same goddamn time. Mr. Clack, let me know. I will finance your soon-to-happen aspirin habit. I will finance your addiction to aspirin.
Michael Clack. I like Michael Clack on that school board. I support him 100%. And even though we may not always agree with politics, but Miss Linda Booth, that's family. She's still on the school board. Oh, she's not on the school board no more. Okay, well then I don't like nobody else on that school board, but Mike Clack then.
I like Mike. Like, Mr. Clack is a hero of mine. The man's been around. He keeps his hands dirty. He keeps working. And then he steps up and starts going to bat for our kids. And then he has to deal with that fucking circus.
Yeah, but Mike, listen, let me tell you what I didn't like. Before we jump on to something else, Mike posted a picture of Northern. It was all jacked up this morning. They trash and shit everywhere. And I understand, yay, go Vikings. Whatever school. It could have been any school. But I said tear it down, and a couple people got a little upset about me saying tear it down. I only say tear it down because um one, I seen another school board member, I think it was Mr. Luna, said, let's host a cleanup. For what? Like, I'm tired of cleaning up shit. And yes, I've hosted cleanups and been out there and have helped in cleanups before. I don't just sit on the keyboard all day. So
You can't with those nails.
was thank you, boo boo. But I'm telling you, why should we be the one cleaning it up? First of all, they got a whole damn blight department in the city of Flint. And to clean it up, all they gonna do is dump again. Do you know how many that was?
No.
That was the tailgate thing. They used to go up there and clean that all up, and it be messed up again.
No.
Tear
That
that
stopped.
shit
Remember?
down.
Remember, Mayor Neely caught the guy that was doing all the dumping around here.
Oh, that was back during the election. His ass, if it was election time, he would be on the TV right now. Has he did a press conference about a boil water advisory today?
No, but it did come out of his office.
Oh, it came out of his office.
Yep, someone released a statement. Probably some staffer.
Man, he ain't came out and told nobody that. I bet that ain't running across the bottom of TV12 screen.
Here's one thing that I think everyone can agree on, and Ms. Merritt right here puts it up. All the discussion at these meetings is far too personal. They should be discussing the issues and getting business handled.
That's what the school board that made it personal. I don't think they got the best. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be done. And please let me say this, please. Even though it's your show, Nick, can I say this, please?
Hit it.
Okay. I think it's personal on school board, and it's some bullshit. Yes, I said bullshit because listen, they got a fucking grudge against Dr. Danielle Green. I don't know why. This lady that moved on, she is like gone with the wind, and they still holding on to, you know what I'm saying, to her. Like, she's not thinking about them. And Laura, I got an issue. This is my issue with Laura. I don't understand how you could be on the Flint school board. Okay, you saying we don't want Mott's money. Am I getting this right? You saying that we don't want Mott's money, but yet your children go to Lake Fenton schools and benefiting from Mott's money. Your children benefiting from their programs, so how come our babies can't benefit from the programs? You can't tell me nothing.
Because their kids are better than ours.
But why your kids ain't in this? If you on the Flint Board of Education trying to make the schools better, and you don't even have you don't, your baby's not even here. So how you gonna try to make it better for our babies when you don't even want the school to teach your babies? She can't tell me nothing. And I'm done with it.
And there's one that says allotted 3 cuss words per day.
Thank you. I'm done with it.
And I know this came from the prior school board, so I can't really lay blame for any at the feet of any of the new people there. Why are we paying anyone's court fees at all? Look, that money's for my kids' fucking textbooks. And you know what? We got some new blood in there. Hopefully we got some common sense that came in, other than Mr. Clack. He can't be the only one there with some fucking brains. I swear to God. That's like having one brain cell alive in the brain. That's a brain dead patient. That is a vegetable. If it keeps going down this route, might have to say, kick them all the fuck out.
Who was all on the school board? I don't know who was all on the school board this year.
No, the question is who on there, who is causing the most problems?
Who the same two that they've been saying causing the most problems on the school board? Them same two.
That's the problem.
The one that you can't understand, and I'm not throwing no shade. Joyce McNeil said some words, and Chris Del Maroney said, point of information. I cannot understand what she's saying. I mean, and the man, he wasn't laughing. He was being honest. He said, I don't know what she's saying. And she tried to say acre, because I was trying to listen to the meeting the other day, and she was trying to say acre, and it was like, y'all need to be ashamed of yourself for having these people up here to represent the Flint School Board. That's why we a laughing stock. I mean, they got some ignorant ass people on the school board.
Mm-hmm. And it's anytime you look up anything about Flint, it is a national embarrassment.
It's a new embarrassment now.
I mean, no, we still got our city council trying to sue Mr. Mays, then dropping the charges, or the judge dropped the case because Allie couldn't make it, and now they're saying they're gonna. Now they're saying they're gonna do it again. Why the fuck are you wasting my money?
Because it's a personal vendetta. It's personal. That's why the city of Flint is. Can I get a fourth cuss word today?
You know what? I got 2 of these. You can have 10.
Thank you. That's why the city of Flint is fucked up the way it is today, because it's a personal vendetta. We don't like Mays. Mays, half the shit that he say, we found out ourselves. He be telling the truth. Okay? But it's because it's from him that the truth, it doesn't want to be accepted.
That's a large part of it. And sometimes it is that bias. A smaller amount of the time, it's just how he delivers it. When I first heard Mr. Mays, I didn't like him. Seriously. The way he delivered his message, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I actually sat down, slapped myself a few times because I just jumped to a conclusion.
Right.
And then listened to the words coming out of his mouth instead of how he's saying it. I go, all right, this dude's right. He may come across as just about as crass and as grisly as I do, but he's right. And I'm with you. If they do for one, they have to do for the other. We would all agree, though, that in the end, that needs to go to our children's textbooks. So we will pray that our new members of the school board have more common sense and not to throw money at things that they don't need to be throwing money at.
That's true. My mama just joined in. Hey, Mama. Say hi to my mama, Trevor.
Hello.
Okay.
Now, don't rewind. You don't want to see some of the things your baby was just saying.
Oh, Mama got it. She been worse than me. We was talking about that water, Mama, and how you was tripping about that water this morning. And listen to Miss Nestor. She said the break is 2 houses down from her on Cedar Street. Mm-hmm. And she said she hopes they get it fixed before her basement floods. So it's just still running. Is that Cedar Street off of Court Street over there? Is that Cedar Street? Yeah. I thought they had allocated money to get Cedar Street Reservoir. Isn't that what it was called? Finished through the ARPA funds. That's why they ain't got no damn ARPA.
Whose ward is that in?
Hell if I know.
The alley 7 ward is by Mott.
That's not over there by Mott. Cedar Street is back up towards La Azteca. That's the Cedar Street.
Call your council person. Call them. Be respectful and ask what the hell's going on.
What ward is Cedar Street, guys? Y'all help us out just like we help y'all.
Linda, you are absolutely correct. It is everyone's responsibility to act like goddamn adults and to show the office of professionalism it deserves.
That's Auntie Linda. You're not on the board no more, are you, Miss Booze? That's my friend's mother-in-law. She family now. Listen, we can't talk about her. Okay. Belinda Love said, "How is the Redford lady? Who the hell is? Oh, that's that one lady, Trevor. Melody, Melanie from the school board. Okay. So let me tell you the tea, because I know you be having the facts. You didn't come with no facts today. Where the papers at?
Somewhere in between my sheets. I should go and get them real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, he can go and get them. Wait a minute. I'm going back to the tea since he got to go get his papers real quick.
That's not happening.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. Let me tell y'all the tea real quick. So allegedly, I think it's Rella Ford, Belinda Love. Well, anyway, her name is Melody, and she on the school board. And I got a call from a couple sources that say that she was catching hell by Dr. Joyce. Ooh, she ain't no damn doctor. By Joyce McNeil and Laura McNeil. McIntyre, both of them. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I can't wait to see what happens. I'm not holding
You know
up no
what?
big protest or nothing. Nope. Nope. I don't care. They
Here's
ain't helped Danielle. I don't care
you
what
say
happened to 'em.
you can't wait to see what happens. I say I don't care what the fuck happens as long as it isn't at that board meeting. Keep the fuck out. Be
Well, this
goddamn
is
adults.
where they doing the stuff at
Well,
the
they
board
need to
meeting.
start.
That's where they acting the damn fool at
You
the
know
board
what?
meeting. You don't see these people outside.
Doesn't the school district have like officers attached to it? Mr. Clack, just start having these people escorted out
Right.
in cuffs.
Michelle Mayer, why is Flint listed 150 out of 150 major cities for economics?
I really like her. I don't. This is my first time seeing her. I really like her because she's coming with the. Look, if you want to know the truth, and this is just my speculation, it's one, apathetic voters who aren't really looking at who's got the better resume or who's got the better plan of action or even who's got the better background to do what they're being elected to do. Number two, you got just dirty politicians. Look, this is my opinion. I'm not going to bullshit you and try to sell it to you as fact. I know I just said here's the truth. Well, here's the truth on my opinion of it. And all the money we get gets squandered and thrown away into the most pointless projects, gets thrown off to the side. I mean, hell, if you look at our ARPA budget, which I know I'm going to get a call and yelled at again, but how much on those damn streetlights? How much to just update the technology at City Hall? How much do you need to update? $1 million worth?
Yeah, they get some cameras and shit. But
no, this is just the technology for the business, for them inputting for the databases and shit like that.
They need to level City Hall. They need a whole new roof when you walk in. I remember when I was talking to Sheldon and it was raining outside and we walked in City Hall and I was like, "Ooh, you got a waterfall put in?" And he looked at me and he got pissed and I'm like, "What?" I said, "So he said
it's majestic and beautiful."
It was coming from outside. It was just raining in the damn City Hall, like right there by the door, like over by the water department. It was just raining. So I think they need a whole new. You see, the county moved out of their building.
Yeah.
Ain't the county building Northern City Hall? They should move over there or just go on and get an uptown City Hall.
So that's my opinion on where the money is going.
What money?
Why we're so bad in economic development. While
We
we're
don't have no
150 out,
economic
150
development
exactly.
leader. Yeah, with no economic development director. That's why we don't have no economic. What happened?
I saw another question she had. Why is the population shrinking? No
Yeah.
one can answer you where they come. They've gone to lands where hopes and dreams can actually be accomplished because everyone is fucking tired of living here.
They going the hell away from here. That's where they go.
I stay here because my wife is from here. My mother and father-in-law will not leave here, and I've made some good friends here. Yeah. Had I not met these folks, I would probably bundle my mother and father-in-law up in a rug, throw them in the back of my truck, and we'd be going somewhere.
Me too.
Where there's actually sunshine instead of this white shit falling from the sky, instead of this depression in the air.
Look, he said he would bundle his in-laws up in the back of the truck and take them away.
Yes. Right?
Me too.
This would have happened. And then our education. God damn. I don't know what happened there. Flint, as you pointed out, used to be so goddamn good with education. And now, as you're listing, 141 out of 150, that's for major cities. Now, if we take a look at this a different way, Michigan is like number 38 or something like that in terms of education. And Flint is in the bottom 25% of our state. The bottom quarter of the bottom of the barrel.
All right, what are you talking about?
And then I hear people talking shit about Alabama schools. I'm sitting here going, man, I'm glad they don't show you statistics for Flint.
It's horrible.
I told my child.
Schools are doomed.
I told my child. She brought me her report card, her progress report, and it said about average for the city.
Mm-hmm.
I go, honey, you need to bring that up. And she starts crying. And I go, what's wrong? I'm doing what they teach us to do, but sometimes it just doesn't work. I'm like, all right, well, let's work this out. How do they teach you to do it? They only taught her one way, how to do all these math problems. There's like 3 or 4 different ways to figure it out.
Right.
Not every child goes through the process the same.
Right.
And even then, some problems are just easier to work out with different methods.
Right. Now,
I'm sitting here freaking out.
Can I put out a conspiracy?
Oh, please. Come on, you know I'm a Republican. I love conspiracies.
Listen.
Let's hear this.
Now, this is my conspiracy.
Hey, Mickey, tune some X-Files music.
Like the Law and Order. Dum dum. Okay, so this is my conspiracy. Now, we've been talking a lot about the school board, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that we got...
Because I feel horrible for Mr. Clack having to run that circus.
Me too.
All right, so we're talking about the school board.
We talking about the school board, okay? And we talking about the same 2 people that have allegedly been terrorizing people, Joyce and Laura, on that school board. That people have, now this ain't allegedly, people have submitted complaints about those 2 people.
Miss Carol, I'll get with you with that in a second. All right, go.
That's my mama.
Miss Carol.
Okay, hold on just a minute, Mom. So then my conspiracy, okay, wait a minute. You got the school board, you got those 2 that they've been multiple people have came forward and said they're having issues with those 2 people. Then you see like Dr. Green, I think even now Miss Melody going through it, Carol McIntosh, Attorney Lee, the other attorney, like so many people have been going through it with them people. And their thing is they don't want to accept any money from Mott. And the school board is like, why not? Like, we can partner up with Mott. Now listen to this. We know about the power that Mott has in this city.
You can't run for office without hearing their name come up at least 3 times a day.
Okay, and we know that. And so we know how powerful Mott is. Point blank, period. You can't make me believe that Joyce and Laura are going against Mott. I personally think they making you think they going against Mott while working for Mott. Listen, it's a win-win situation for Mott. If they partner up with the Flint school system, they partners. But if they keep this arguing and infighting,
and they keep their money and still look like a good guy,
the school system is gonna fail because of Laura and Joyce. It's gonna fail, and guess who comes in and saves the day? Mott. And they gonna own all the schools regardless. So I really don't think, I think they pretending, they trying to make us believe that they against Mott when they really trying to help them get control. I said it. That's my theory.
All right, well, let's go back to why are we paying so much on taxes for these schools when we only have like 11? That's simple. I've only heard of 1 tax in the history of this country, literally 1, ever being repealed, and that was our first income tax that was used to pay for the Civil War.
What'd she say?
She wants to know why we're paying so much in taxes for only 11 schools. That's because every time that there's a project, they raise a tax. Then when that project's complete, they have not repealed it. So then next time a project comes up, they aren't taking from that same old tax. No, they're making a new tax to fund it. because they've come to rely on that old revenue. They can't make ends meet without it now. And yes, Tony, I realize that. That's why my children, well, before my oldest moved out, they both had bookshelves, bookcases in their room, and they were required to read every night.
Read?
Yes. And while the schools may be terrible here, and while I'm still hoping to see some positive change, that isn't just on the schools. That's on us parents too. Sit down with your kids, read with them, encourage them to read, help them with their homework, teach them different ways of doing the math or different ways of doing the language arts. Make sure you're expanding their vocabulary every day.
Right.
That is on us as parents as well.
Right. So
you know all that money that went from the ARPA fund toward getting the fire department new vehicles?
Oh, I thought we were gonna talking about the lady who was sucking the man.
No, I mean, yes, you can talk about that, but God, that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, well, we can talk about it. That's okay. I love to make you feel uncomfortable. But let's go with your little subject first, and then we'll come back.
It's small. It's a side tangent.
Okay.
So I was driving home yesterday after being your live studio audience, which, by the way, thank you for that gift card that was taped underneath my seat.
No problem.
Tim Hortons. So, and I see this itty bitty little black SUV thing. Okay. And I see goldish yellow lettering on there. I'm like, oh, that's a new cop car. They've gone economy size. They're saving us gas. Damn, they're not going to be able to. They might be able to hold a German Shepherd in there. I don't know about a person. And I'm driving through the intersection. City of Flint fire. The fuck we spending our money on? This thing ain't putting out no fires. Ain't carrying no equipment. Ain't saving no lives. It's just getting someone important to the scene to supervise.
What kind of car was it?
God, it was like a new Chevy Traverse.
Really? They driving good down there.
I'm just sitting here like...
They're not getting no budget, no RPM cars.
No, I'm just like, Jesus, is that what we spent our money on?
Yeah.
Why not new fire engines or, I don't know, EMS? Because stat EMS ain't doing shit.
They need a new fire chief.
Still have more ambulances down than up every given day.
Oh, Tony said the president is meeting with all the governors today, and one topic on the agenda is the uses of ARPA money the government issued to each state.
No wonder we spent it so fast.
That part. So,
okay,
let's dig into who is screwing who in the City of Flint Police Department.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about the city. I was about to say, yeah, we're getting it.
Yeah, y'all getting screwed too. But it was this lawsuit that came out, and everybody heard the heated exchange between Councilman Mays and Chief Green. And so the tea is allegedly this lady that was on the police department. She said that the first couple times, what happened?
Your mother. Maybe that's our new ambulance.
What? Oh, that Traverse. Mama, stop. I'm trying to get a story. So they said that the lady in the paper, she said that the first couple times she had sex with Booth was consensual, or the first whatever they did the first couple times, she said was consensual.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, when he was running around the office thrusting his pelvis in her face, that he up there laughing, she didn't want him to do that no more. So she said part
at that point
that wasn't consensual. And then when they got up there, when Mays called up the chief to the stand, and the chief was mad, right? He was mad at Mays and was like, you the one be covering up. And Mays was like, oh, okay, so you don't want me to tell, he did his Mays, tell what I know. And so at that point, boom, phones ringing, ding, ding, ding. So let me read what listen, this is not the views and opinions of A10 or Winters Hall. This is what someone posted.
So this is the views and
Flint
opinion of someone on the face space.
on the Facebook, because he said Flint Police Green. Now you know there's proof. So allegedly, Mary Buswet, what's that lady name? Buzak.
Buzak. Booty call.
Oh, we can't call that lady that. She's still a police. We don't want to defame her name like that. No slut shaming.
Jesus Christ.
So
I forgot that's a thing.
Yes,
Why do we care about?
Because I like
I
Amber
understand.
Rose. No slut shaming. If she still wanted to sleep around, if a man can do it, she can too.
If a man can catch syphilis and have it fall off, she can too. All right.
Shut up. So she's so allegedly, Mary, the police officer Mary, was Chief Green's girlfriend, and he lived with her. And Sergeant Booth was texting and calling her, but they paid that lady. They settled and paid her $175,000. Y'all did, y'all tax money. So something happened. It's a story there. It's a story there, Trevor. It's a story there. And Councilman Mays asked now the whole truth. Ask and answer.
Just take it.
Now, plaintiff Mary Bushwick, she hold on, because I'm reading from the court papers. She began employment with defendant City of Flint in August 1998 as a police officer assigned to work in the detective bureau. And I could see a lot of people don't know. They get 810. That y'all get your news from 810. Yeah, I'm just making sure.
I'm making sure that it.
Yeah, okay. So in October of 2017, plaintiff Bussett was sexually harassed by Tyrone Booth, an African American police officer, because the lady is white, through phone calls and text messages asking her to perform oral sex on him. And Tyrone Booth is well known. She said as the right hand man or the golden boy of then Chief Mr. He's a good man, Deacon Timothy Johnson. And Mr. Booth is also, they said, was the best friend of Deputy Chief Bern Ritter, and served at the best man in Bern Ritter's wedding. Now, I think they said that here we go. Earlier in her career with defendant plaintiff Buswet, she was directed to perform oral sex on her supervisor, Sergeant Devon Bern Ritter. Now, I don't know who directed her to do that, because I know that was not in her job description.
No.
So I don't know who gave her that directive. But so she was allegedly, okay, so then the last part said, in December of 2017, Tyrone Booth approached plaintiff while she was sitting in her office and intentionally thrusted his pelvic area into the plaintiff's face. And he thrusted it like she's sitting there, and he came and did that genuine move all up in her face. And it said plaintiff refused Booth's sexual advances and harassment, and shortly thereafter began to receive unfair and manufactured disciplines. She stood up and said, "No, I'm not sucking no more nothing else around here." And then the girl,
hold on, wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I just
hold up.
I'm not saying I'll turn this Trevor show.
So basically, what you telling me is, because I don't want to be descriptive as you.
That was in the court papers.
But what you listen to what I'm saying?
Okay.
She was basically pulling a superhead down there at the station.
We will not slut shame. Amber Rose said no more slut shaming. If that's what she liked to do, and if that's what she wanted to do in her free time, let that lady do that.
So what are they doing down there?
Look,
downtown.
To me, it sounds like, because at first it said she was directed.
Somebody told her to.
It sounds like you either do me this favor or X, or if you do me this favor, then you get a positive X. All right. So sexual coercion.
She said she liked it at first, right? She did it the first couple times with Booth. She liked it, but she said she didn't want to do it no more, and that's when he started doing all that thrusting with his therapist. Allegedly,
when you gave us that, well, it's in the court documents.
But she got paid $175,000 for doing what she do.
When you gave us that beautiful reenactment with your hand, I just imagine. I really wish that cop, that nice young female cop or old female cop, that female cop would have just gone, just knock him in the nuts for being a dick.
Oh, because I thought that's what Tyrone Booth did against her head.
No, she needs to get that skull in there. Pop that shit.
Well, she said she did not like it no more.
She didn't want it no more. She said the first couple times was consensual. But listen, that lady, they settled for $175,000. She got $175,000. Now, with some more people in this case. Okay, and
it sounds like they were just mistreating females all over that office.
But it was some men in that case too. Now here's my thing. Flint, take it and grab it. That was probably the wrong choice of words for this. Okay, I'm sorry, Trevor. You turned it all red.
Yeah, you almost killed me.
I'm sorry. But this is okay. Now listen to this. This was, I told y'all before, this was Sheldon's aha moment 2 weeks before Mayor Weaver lost to him in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
He had them drop this lawsuit. Okay. But Mama always said when you did one ditch, you did two. So he dropped this, wanted Mayor Weaver to fall into it. And now it then came up under his administration. All this stuff then came up under his administration. So now the women rights people that's in my inbox, I ain't lying, I could post messages. Why are these people, they're anonymous emails, but the women's rights is saying, like, how can counsel, the women on council, know that this stuff is going on in the Flint Police Department and allow this man to continue working? Is he doing this to other ladies?
Here's the really scary thought to me. Doing it to your coworkers is one thing, and it's absolutely horrific. Doing it to suspects, doing it to people that he just pulls over, doing it to someone on the street because he's got that power.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying.
I hope he would never do that. But
he obviously thought
he did this with a cop.
He did this with a coworker. He felt comfortable enough in his career to do that to a coworker. Think about that for a minute. You don't think he wouldn't be comfortable enough to do that to someone whose credibility is already in question because they're in cuffs?
I wouldn't want.
Was she doing this not to go on? I'm trying to be sarcastic. Was she doing this? She thought she was going to get a job promotion?
It doesn't say.
I don't know. It just said when she started.
It was consensual at one point, and that's all we know.
Designated too.
Now she was with Booth at first. She said it was consensual, and then somebody told her to
do the stuff with someone else. Got it.
Burn Ritter, and then she allegedly was.
So I'm disappointed.
Chief Green's girlfriend.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what the Facebook post said. Allegedly, this is not, and then that's why I'm saying this is allegedly and this is T. We dropped the T with our news. That's what makes us interesting. So anyway, it said that she was allegedly also Chief Green's girlfriend. I don't know. Check it out. Y'all go do y'all fact checking yourself.
I mean,
So if
That
it
would
was,
be in.
that would explain why he was mad as hell up there at that podium at Mays, because it looked like Mays knew something. And
So,
Chief Green was mad as hell, baby.
Hey, Mr. Tay, when you find yourself some time today, or tomorrow, or this weekend, if you would find that exchange on City Council for us between Mr. Mays and Chief Green,
Shit, I can find it right
edit
now
it
for you.
down and just give us the clip. That way everyone can take a look at it. Instead of going through the entire fucking 3-ring circus, I just want to see the lion act, all right?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I'm saying for everyone that wants to go do their fact
Oh,
check.
everybody that want to
Oh.
go do their fact check and go listen. Let me tell you right now. Right now, go to Winter's Hall page. I just shared it again, and because
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, there we are.
Turn that shit. That's what I would think. I could be dead wrong.
They can't even hear that. It's going to be muffled.
Oh.
Okay, so you didn't hear what we heard on the news.
Ask and answer.
You know that man was asking somebody for more sex. It's been all on the news. And I don't like police chief.
Well, I disagree with what you just stated. I disagree with what you just stated.
You didn't ever hear that?
I disagree with what you just stated.
I
You
don't know if it's fact.
made it sound like a fact. And you don't know that.
You say I made it sound like a fact. I
You
said it was all on the news that they were talking about booze and all sex. That a lady right there on Channel 12, Miss Dawes, who I think ran it and then put the complaint on the Channel 12 website. And I'm saying you the chief.
I don't
And you
care. I
didn't
don't
know
care
that
who's in here.
Right, I can't
You
finish
asked the
my
question,
talking,
I
but
answered.
so if you angry because I'm bringing it up,
No, I'm angry.
okay, then go and talk to the cows. Come on,
I
when you
will.
finish, I'll talk to
You
you.
always accuse of someone of cover up. The only person that covers up anything is you. You're the only one being convicted of covering up anything.
What am I covering up? The mic is yours. Am I covering up a girlfriend? Am I covering up a dope? What am I covering up that you just accused me of publicly? What am I covering up? Go ahead, the mic is yours.
I'm just saying, go to the Winter's Hall page.
Yeah. Look.
I got 5 on it.
Go ahead, the mic is yours.
Go ahead, Trevor. The mic is yours.
Beautiful rewind there.
The mic is yours.
Use that shit. No. Look, that's another fucking embarrassment. And there's a lot going on there. It does seem like he's taking it personally. Then again, if he's any sort of decent police chief, and this is me, devil's advocate for a moment. Mind you, I've had my problems with this man. I still think that some 2x4s are brighter than this man. Mr. C4 explodes if you hit it hard enough. He's got goddamn bomb squad, and he goes up there and talks by him goddamn self. It's like letting an uneducated toddler talk about rocket science. But, so, devil's advocate, just for a minute. If he's any sort of decent police chief, and he hears things like this going on, allegations of such, rumors of such going on about one of his officers, he should stand up for it and feel some sort of anger, on her behalf. Just like when I was a soldier, I heard unsubstantiated rumors going on about one of my soldiers. I shut that shit the fuck down.
Right.
However, that is just me being devil's advocate. My personal opinion here is no. This is so fucked up.
Don't they have internal affairs? They
have internal affairs. This should be going. Not actually, internal affairs is for when cops break the law. However, this would be an HR issue.
Oh, come on, with that man Eddie Smith, that man down in the city of Flint.
Fast Eddie, yeah.
Man, ain't nothing about that happen to him. Then he good.
Departmental HR, not City of Flint HR. They should have their own HR in the city PD.
Oh, I don't know who it's. I don't know.
I mean, shit. They're already hiring civilians for every fucking thing else. It's probably a civilian in there too.
And that's a shame. And Quentin, hey, Shardy Shard, Quentin, I feel you. Quentin said people should have the same energy about all the rape stories. And once you look at it, we laughing because this is some more Flint bullshit.
More Flint embarrassment.
More Flint embarrassing bullshit. But when you think about it, and again, this is what she's saying. Of course, he's denying the story, but I'm like, well, usually where it's one,
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. I pray that nobody else come forward on him, because I don't want to see anybody go down like this.
Here's what hits me as truly disgusting. Number one, she was directed to do these acts, which at the time
had to be strong for her to come forth and say that.
Yeah. At the time, it may have been consensual, but the fact that she was directed in the first place is fucking wrong and disgusting. And then when she rebukes someone, says, no, I don't want to do that with you no more, for whatever reason. The man, allegedly, according to these court documents, thinks that the best way to change her mind is to thrust his pelvis at her face. Now, that will remind her. Motherfucker, that is a grown-ass woman. A grown-ass woman who not only has a college degree, probably an associate's, but still a college degree, but also police academy training, and you're going to treat her like that? What kind of fucking piece of shit are you? That man don't need to be on the force. I mean, it's the same if a teacher, in my opinion, if a teacher was accused of this. Those are my tax dollars. And allegations of this sort can and have ruined careers for good reason, because now his credibility is in question. Think about this. Had it gone any further and his credibility was actually called into question on the stand and it was ruled against him, there have been prior court cases where things like this have happened, and the people that were convicted by this person's police work, so Officer Dipshit's police work, during that time frame that the civil case was going on, had to have their entire case reviewed.
But that goes back, I'm just reading what Quentin Berry said. He said these are rape allegations settled by counsel. That's major. But this goes back to, once again, to that counsel. Y'all approve $175,000 without doing. That's what I'm saying. They worrying about counsel should be stopped at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I made my feelings perfectly clear on this.
No, I'm just saying, but you see, they meet 4 times a month. Because they went to 3 o'clock? Oh, in the morning?
I gives a fuck.
You should have been there at 3 o'clock on this right here.
And it's a shame that everybody can see it but us.
Here's how it plays out there. City attorney, because the city's being sued.
Fucking idiot there, allegedly.
Oh, no, you can have your opinion on him. You can say, in my opinion, he's a fucking idiot. That's perfectly fine. Anyway, city's being sued. Plaintiff's attorneys and defendant's attorney sit down and say, what is a fair price to make this go away? And city council, being the purse keepers, they get that number, and the attorney must tell them the number. He cannot outright deny on their behalf. So you must say, there is an offer on the table to make this go away without going to trial, without being any more of an embarrassment, for $175,000. And city council approved it. So it is legal. And it does follow the letter of the law.
That's bullshit.
It's shady.
They approved it knowing the details of this. And see, you know, like what I show this to you. People out there can't see it, but we always get them anonymous emails. And even everybody in Flint, they say the same thing. They said this ought to be a massive national story, but it will never be if the minority bloc on council doesn't make some noise.
So I can give you guys a clue here. I know most of our viewers here don't like Fox News. I get it. I understand. You have your preferences. However, since Neely was backed by the Gremlin, and Fox News really fucking hates the Gremlin, it does all in a way, one way or another, calling to question her character judgment. They would probably run a story on it. It might just be a one-shot piece on their website. You want this national news? we, the people, need to get out there and start writing national news.
We
Don't
sure
write
do.
ABC 12. Don't
No.
write our local Fox affiliate. You got to submit a tip to CNN, MSNBC, actual ABC, not junior around here, actual Fox, whoever your provider is, whoever your...
Submit a tip to the FBI. How about that one?
It's already settled. Nothing the FBI can do because she had to agree to that number as well.
But see, that should be a reason why council should be able to have recalls in. Because y'all approved some money. And if y'all didn't know these, if you knew all this was going on.
Most people don't care.
But that's it. But
That's our problem.
But that's what makes it more sicker though. Because you got how many women on council?
That's what I'm saying. You got Eva, Judy, Tanya, Jerry,
Laddie.
Allie. You got 5 women. The majority of your council is women. And then you got Dennis Mays.
Thank you, man.
Quincy.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm missing somebody else.
You didn't say Liddell.
Oh, okay. So you got 6
You
women.
didn't say Miss Janky.
Right. Who didn't
Who
sign
couldn't
back
figure out how to vote. But it's okay, as it was pointed out to us earlier. Most sophomores in Flint read at a 3rd grade level.
But I'm just saying, Trevor.
She couldn't read the instructions on the ballot. That's all. She's janky.
6 women on 6 women on council approved this. Well, I don't know if all 6 of them. I don't know what the vote was. So I don't give me the line. It was that still 6-3.
I believe
That was in closed session. We'll never know that vote.
Oh.
Or sorry,
the
executive.
vote happened in closed session too for them to get paid.
Because of the sensitivity of the topic, as well as the sensitive details of the case that can't be released without the judge isn't saying so. They have to know every detail. It was an executive.
I need to drop the tip to the Fed.
Well, y'all, you can't be bad. They done fucked up over 94 million in ARPA money, so what's 175?
But wait a minute, y'all still missing the point. And I know y'all men and it's going over the top of y'all heads here. You got 6 women on council. They approved this damn lawsuit, and this man still got his job.
You go fire him.
Look.
Well, I mean, I can't fire him. But what kind of message is that setting?
I'm aggrieved.
What
Not as much as you,
that,
obviously.
Well, what message is that sending to the people?
You want to know what that sends? That sends the message that they've been sending all the fuck along anyway, Miss Winters. They don't give a shit. We've known this.
Thank you.
Why are we upset about this one topic? Honestly, yes, this one's horrible. How about the other 36 that happened since New Year's?
That's true. You're right.
Fuck it.
You're right.
Sorry.
You're right. I mean, you're right though. But damn, I'm like, wow, that just don't make me feel safe. That don't make me.
It shouldn't make you feel safe. No wonder our population's shrinking. Hey, we got the question earlier. Why is our population shrinking? Here you fucking go.
Right, who gonna come here? Who wanna set up shop and make this raise their family here when you making $10 on the fire department? $10.10.
When my 16-year-old's making more than them.
At a resale store.
Yep.
So do that go back to the leadership?
Yeah, they go back to the leadership. You see he sent Clyde up there for a raise, but you didn't see him open them renegotiation books for the damn fire people to get a raise.
No.
And I still don't think, I don't know, I could be wrong. Somebody let me know, but I still heard all the police people ain't got paid yet.
That was the last I heard. And then we've heard that the police department can work unlimited fucking overtime. They can make upwards between 80 and 100,000 a year, depending on how little they want to see their families. I know I had a first sergeant that would make that easy. He hated seeing his wife. Right. But we still haven't paid them their bonuses. And we have the money in the budget for this, but somehow it is still not in the budget to, I don't know, get more cops so our current cops aren't working like this. No wonder they're turning into rapists in the office. They're over fucking work, under fucking paid, probably under fucking caffeinated too, because we can't afford no good coffee.
Man, it's just Flint. All of Flint just don't make sense. I'm riding down Detroit Street, MLK, whatever y'all want to call it these days. But I'm riding down Detroit Street, and I get there to the corner of. Oh, okay, I'll get with that in a minute. I don't know where Maurice Davis is. I haven't seen it, but I was listening to his music this morning though when I was thinking about Tyrone Booth and them. I was listening to Show With Me. But anyway, I was riding down Detroit Street, and I got to the corner of Detroit Street and Flint Park, where they gave May Institute $300,000 to redevelop that little structure right there. That shit need to be condemned. I'm telling you, my grandmother, and I was born on Flint Park Boulevard, so I'm sitting there like Stanley Meat Market right there, and even got no damn door on the back. It's all types. It's 50 shades of effed up, okay? Then you got Bruce's Flower Shop across the street. Like, set it up. Like, I ain't gonna even say that. It need to go. You got Evergreen Baptist Church over here. I don't even know if they still have church since Reverend Cox passed, but rest in peace, Pastor Cox. But the whole damn all corners is jacked up, and you gonna make me believe that you gonna put $300,000 into this building to do what?
Here's a lot of what we see around here, and this nice lady, I can't remember off the top of my head. Her and I have exchanged messages a few times.
The old record store. Yep, you're right, Quentin. $300,000 they gave El Alamein or whatever his name is from May Institute to redo that mess over there.
Here's what we see. As you said, once again, I have no horse in that race. The Esther House probably going to be turned into a weed joint.
Yeah.
A house of kush.
There you go. You see that a lot in our less cared about neighborhoods. You either get a new weed shop there because, oh yeah, it brings in income, not for the city. And what does it do? It just attracts problems. Nothing wrong with the weed industry, but there are some people who trouble happens to find them and they will linger around a weed shop.
Right.
If it's not a weed shop, it's a party store.
Right.
So all we're doing is flooding these low-loved, and I know the people that live there love them, love their community, but I'm talking about from the city itself. Low-loved communities, we're just flooding them with basically reasons not to give them any more money. Oh, there's a whole bunch of crime over there. Oh, this looks shitty because of, well, maybe you shouldn't zone it like that.
Right.
And honestly, if we're going to keep doing this, and if we're not going to be making any money off of those weed shops, I'm going to have to flip-flop here and say I agree with Dennis Pfeiffer. They don't need to be in our city then.
I mean, you don't see them in. Davidson put up one. It's something on Hill Road called Emerald, but I'm not sure if that's a weed store or not. Mm-hmm. It's a few in Mount Morris. Grand Blanc City has none.
No, because they can just come here.
But the tax on recreational weed, I think, is higher than regular tax.
It's a luxury item.
Okay, so who gets all of this tax?
State passed a law that only state can collect sales tax, luxury tax off of marijuana dispensaries, whether it be medical or recreational. And then they divvy it out to the counties. And then the counties, well, they take what they want, then they divvy it to the counties. The counties take what they want, and they divvy it to the cities.
Oh, you're right. We need to hear Booth's side of the story. We're going to see if we can get him on.
I'll take a statement from him.
You don't want to talk to him? Trevor don't do well with guests, so...
That's one thing. And number two, do you really want... if he comes onto your show, I'll be in the studio.
Can we answer this one question?
Yes, sir.
Because I see again.
Yes, sir.
I see Burtis Williams. I see Burtis Williams on my answer this.
Oh, I don't see him.
You don't see Burtis Williams?
No, I got blocked.
Okay. But I see whoever that person is.
Mm-hmm.
Coming on here making excuses. Well, they're saying this happened up under the Weaver administration, right?
What about that lawsuit?
Yeah, about saying all these lawsuits.
Right.
Like, okay.
I said that
Let
earlier.
me ask you a question.
Hold on, let me read it to you. Let me just do this because evidently they wanted to be heard. So they came on here. It says them 17. You see it?
I'm looking. I can't read.
Okay.
I was in the Army. I can't
my
read.
thing is this: if you want to blame it on you saying the lies the previous administration, he's still working for this administration.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Why is he still working?
Like,
that's why
that was an obsolete question.
Burtis wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I said the trap was set for Weaver, but Mama always say when you dig one ditch, dig two. He set that for her to fall into, but it lingered on and he didn't fell into it. And how does Boo feel knowing that this sucker is the one that put this out on you?
Don't point at me.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if
I didn't do shit. Don't.
Well,
I'm
just
talking
saying,
shit, but don't arrest me.
How do they feel? Chief Green, how do you feel knowing that your best friend, your homie, knew that this was your girlfriend and got all of this shit out there and got everybody in the streets talking about you?
No.
How do you feel
here's
now?
How I respond to this. You say Virtus?
Virtus?
Yeah, they're not popping up. I must have blocked them or some shit. I don't know. Maybe they blocked me and I just can't see it because I gives fucks less. When did this happen in the Weaver administration? Like, say, the last few months?
The 2 weeks before.
2 weeks.
Before the
so
I know.
You expect someone to get fired. Now, granted, I am being extremely hostile toward Officer Booth, saying that I will, if he comes onto your show, I will be in the studio. That is me being hostile. At the same time, with only 2 weeks, just be fired without any sort of proof. Give the man his due. Give the man his due process and his day in court.
But
now that it's come out,
that
it's come out, now that the city is paid,
right.
which in many terms is almost an admission of guilt without an admission of guilt. It's almost a no contest. It's a you pay this and then you drop it, or I pay, you drop. But because we've paid, because the city did not have rock solid proof that this did not happen. The city could not prove that this did not happen. It almost seems like this most certainly did.
Yep.
Because we had no rock solid proof that she was lying or this was misconstrued.
Right. 2 weeks, you can't even conduct a formal investigation.
No, you cannot. 2 weeks, honestly, she probably got a piece of paper across her desk. And then she goes, oh, okay, we need someone to investigate this, make sure HR starts investigating properly. And then I've still got a fucking city to run. There's nothing I can do about this right now.
And an election was
and I've got an election to run.
Right.
And I've got a family.
Yep.
So one little piece of paper, one little piece of news. How now? Let us circle back to most recent election. During the election time, there was allegations of bid rigging. And it was said by council. Okay, I'll give it that. It was council. A certain member on council, maybe someone broke bread with him.
Quincy Murphy.
That could be investigated after.
Yeah.
But as mayor, you can investigate too. You have cops at your disposal. They work for you. They work at the pleasure of the mayor of the city of Flint. Detective bureaus and agencies. Hell, there's entire financial departments in most of these.
Right.
And if Flint doesn't have a financial department to start looking at shit, you can always ask the state.
Oh, that's that CFO, Robert Whittigan. Wait, that's the other T that I had.
Let me.
Okay.
So Mayor Neely could have gone, hey, I don't like that there's the possibility of someone trying to basically embezzle $500,000 from my fucking city. He let that drop. I'm not going to let that slide neither. That's $500,000 of my fucking money. So, well, let's hear about Wiggies.
So
Wiggies and the Piggies.
Wiggies and the Piggies. So, you know, I got sources everywhere. So I got a City Hall source. So sources at City Hall tell me that it was indeed allegedly. This is my allegedly. Let me put allegedly.
You know what, Mickey? I'm just gonna buy a fucking neon sign.
that says allegedly,
so
I could just click it.
Yep. Okay, guys, click.
So my sources inside of City Hall tell me that it was indeed Mr. Robert Whittigan who said, "I'm not going to no more council meetings." And
did someone deny that?
No, well, they were saying that the mayor, they tried to say the mayor told him he
didn't have to
go, and he went and said, "I'm not going. I'm not going." Now he's a bad sucker to go to his mayor and his boss and say he wasn't going, and he said it too, and they said okay, and they hurting the people of the city of Flint. Can we get that officer?
No, don't finish that.
Okay. All right, I'm not gonna finish that. He was trying to set me up. Okay.
I got you.
All right. Well, okay.
And then lastly, let's get into the depressing part. Lastly, I've got enough of these in me to start to feel that sense of euphoria without sleep and tons of caffeine. Has anyone driven by the House of Hope recently on MLK and right by U of M?
The Center of Hope.
Center of Hope, whatever.
Oh yeah, right there on MLK and Roof Street.
Yeah.
So right there.
I drive by that.
Yeah, okay.
I drive by that Monday through Thursday to drop my kid off and to pick my kid up. Every morning I see more and more and more and more people coming out of there.
Yeah.
Every morning. Every morning when I go to pick up my luxury items, being tobacco and caffeine, from the Circle K just over on yonder, there's a man there, and he goes, "Hey boss, you got any work today? You doing any work today?" And he says, and he acts like he doesn't act like anyone that's been in this sort of position before. He says he used to do accounting work. And now, in his words, he's willing to rake up dog shit just to get McDonald's.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's depressing.
Flint has a decent-sized veteran population. Veterans, especially war veterans, folks like me who I happen to get lucky. I happen to have a sane wife and who keeps me stable and keeps me from pissing my money away. Veterans are more likely to end up homeless than most other groups of people through mental illness, through bad choices when they were younger. Ex-wife, I happen to have one of those. City Hall has pissed away all this fucking money. And I didn't see any one program to help these people get on their feet. How hard would it be just to pay people to help them get their resumes together? Pay, I don't know, there's groups all over the place that'll help these people get at least a decent set of fucking clothes for a job interview.
Excuse me, I'm a rich man. Why would I help the poor get stabilized? I would lose money.
I mean,
come on, that's how it is. Rich get rich and the poor stay poor.
And you think about it. These people are just looking to unfuck their lives. Instead, with the city of Flint not putting forward these programs, and it would literally cost them cents on the dollar just to partner with some local businesses, say, hey, we're going to hold a once bi-monthly event there. You go in, you talk with the people. If they are mentally stable, which is actually pretty hard to find with many homeless folks, a lot of them have problems because they've been living on the fucking streets.
Right.
They're mentally stable. If they pass whatever your requirements of a drug test are, and they have whatever requirements, you pick them up. We give you a tax break. It would be so easy for the city to do that. It would cost them cents on the fucking dollar.
Well, Trevor, they got $8.1 million back from this, since they want to talk about what happened under the Weaver administration when she filed that lawsuit about the opioid addiction. That's what is plaguing so many people in the county right now, especially in the city. Remember that hotel that was 2 doors down from her headquarters and they would get high at the house next door.
Mhm.
Why not City of Flint demo that house? It needs to be gone, and then rent out rooms at that hotel for people that's trying to get their lives together. Do some. Where's the plan for this $8.1 million? Where is the $8.1 million?
And instead, the city's not doing that. And it comes down to the state. And the state's giving handouts instead of hand-ups. They're not helping no one get on their fucking feet. They're not helping no one start to make their own money. I see. And I'm getting to address that.
Okay.
You don't see anyone trying to help them get on their feet, start getting their lives together. They just give them a sweater. Well, how can you fucking have any pride? Mr. Mickey, you and I go through this all the time. How's a parent supposed to have any pride when they have to go to a state-sponsored 501c3 jacket drive for their kid instead of providing it themselves?
No,
That's been your spiel for a while. And here's the thing. You want to ask why the GOP, usually I try not to keep party lines here, but if you want to ask me that directly, GOP doesn't believe in just throwing money at a fucking problem, hoping the problem goes away. Usually, I want to look at where the problem is happening, why it's happening, use just the right amount of money to fix that, and then get people back up on their feet and out the door on the right way. If you want to talk about things like just funding, why did these people fall through the cracks in the first place? How about we fix that before we put them back up there to fall through again? You know how many people go through a cycle of homelessness multiple times throughout their life? I've had family members go through that 5, 6, 7 times, falling through that crack. How about we seal up that crack first? I don't think that's the answer you quite wanted to hear. I think you wanted to hear something along the lines of GOP hates poor people. I hate to disappoint you.
Thought we ended on that note then. Say y'all.
You know what?
I think he did. I think he did good. It's nothing else.
No.
I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed.
We've jaw-jacked for like what, an hour and a half now?
Yeah, we did good. And
I've screamed, ranted, and yelled.
Once again, justice for Lamar and Zaire, and I hope Leanne get that $50 million.
Yeah. What did I tell you? 50. How much was that going to be worth? A lot more.
Yeah.
She's lowballing them. She's a nice lady. Because honestly, I've seen those go for a lot higher.
Yeah.
But you know what? Because of 2 morons' ineptitude and because of one particular golf caddy's stubbornness and trying to win a certain color vote, which is stupid. Now the city gets to look forward to losing and paying $50 million. Hey, do you think your water bill's high enough yet?
That's your leadership.
All right.
Elections have consequences.